Yo, we're back. Day 3. Day 3. We're not live? We're back. We are back, man. Day 3 of the NFL draft. Giants pick is in. Got up to a little bit of a late start today. Giants pick is in. Let's see who they go with. Yo, Shedeur Sanders still not off the board. Still undrafted. It's a great day. It is a great day. And the Giants are picking right now.
Welcome to Berlin with the Giants are taking over Germany. I'm Brandon London here with the Berlin Rebels tackle and flag football team. Our Big Blue German fan club. And of course, Mr. Salsa himself, Super Bowl champ, Victor Cruz.
Right now.
And I'm out here Germany doing hip checks. How's everybody's hip? Okay. Everybody's hips work. I like it. Okay. And without further ado, with the 105th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Cam Scatterbo.
Yes! Yes! Cam Scatterbo, running back, Arizona State University. That's what's up. We were talking about it on the channel earlier this week. Huge pickup. Oh my goodness, Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scatterbo in the backfield. The Giants are back. The Giants are back to their mean defense, their mean offense, the mean running game. Jeez. My goodness. This is exactly who I wanted the Giants to pick up too. Either it was going to be Cam Scatterbo or Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon if Cam Scatterbo wasn't available. Cam Scatterbo's available. Giants pick him up. Huge pickup. He finished 5th in the Heisman voting. My goodness. Giants are picking up, I have to say, top 3 running back in the draft this late. Joe Shane's already off to a really... Joe Shane, man. Joe Shane, you are... This is what we're talking about, Joseph Shane. Is he already wearing his Giants thing before he got drafted? Let's go, man. Huge. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got to a little bit of a late start today, but nothing really happened, so, yeah. Patriots are on the clock now. Oh, jeez. Cam Scatterbo, man. That's what I'm talking about. I think he's going to be a day 1 starter. But now the question really looms as, what will the running back depth chart look like for the Giants moving forward? Because now you have Singletary, Tracy, Scatterbo, Dante Turbo Miller, and Eric Gray. So who's it gonna be? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now live. I think it'll be Tyrone Tracy, Scatterbo as running back 3 right now, obviously, and then Devin Singletary is running back 2. But there is a possibility. I'm not saying I want it to happen, but Devin Singletary could possibly not be, there anymore. You never know. Man, Scatterbo. Now New England's on the clock, and the pick is in. Let's see. I mean, the Patriots are the Patriots. They're always going to be the Patriots. They suck. I'm a Giants fan, so I can say that. They suck.
Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard.
But yeah, it's just me today, and nobody else is coming over, but you know what? I love doing this stuff, so if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, like the stream, anything, really.
Fully custom. Bud Light's gonna fit in that. As many Bud Lights as it takes.
Huge, man.
One of those.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for
Phew, man.
And if it was a number, it would be
I mean, we got some NBA basketball on today, but not the the team that matters the most. Oh, the Patriots already are getting their selection. It's gonna be safety Greg Woodson from California while they're running a commercial. Safety Craig Woodson. He was a 2024 third-team All-ACC out of California. Another depth piece to play alongside who? Jabril Peppers. Okay, 2024 had 69 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 7 pass breakups, so not too bad. The Patriots are just trying to get back to some defensive ball as well.
Don't worry. Dash Pass saves you money on DoorDash, so you can skip the trip to the grocery store and stay right where you need to be.
Man.
Dash Pass by DoorDash. Your door to more savings.
Man. Let's just see what the Giants are going to do for the rest of this draft. That's what I'm kind of intrigued about, because you got your edge rusher in Abdul Carter, which was a no-brainer. Then you got Jackson Dart traded up for the 25th pick to get him, which is also sort of a no-brainer. And I got Cam Scatterbo, who is arguably the best running back in the draft. And now I think you got to go offensive lineman. If you're the New York Football Giants, you got to go offensive line. Preferably a guard or a swing tackle, guard and tackle flexibility, but more guard play, I would say. As the Jaguars pick is in. They have 5 picks remaining. So, man, this draft has had so many ups and downs and all arounds, and I have to say, that's what you love about the NFL draft. That's what you love about the NFL draft. So Cam Scatterbo is off the board. Craig Woodson's off the board, and now the Jaguars are are making their selection from London.
Jaguars, JagTag, and the Elite Series Clinic. Everybody has been working so hard, but let's get down to business. With the 107th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Jack Kaiser, linebacker, Notre Dame.
Okay, you know, Jack Kaiser's a really good prospect. You saw him really good in the playoffs this past year. I have to say though, he's gonna be huge for the Jaguars there. His 16 games, 85 tackles, and 2 forced fumbles. I'm telling you, they're getting a stud in Jacksonville. But I'm really hoping that the Giants can get an offensive lineman. That's what I'm really hoping for. But if they don't, I wouldn't mind. I mean, right now, Joe Shane has been winning the draft. A+, if anything, A+ to S tier draft for him. If we're going by actual grades that exist, A+. But yeah, insane talent. He can play everywhere. Jack Kaiser should be a great prospect, a great player for the Jaguars. I wouldn't say they really needed a linebacker, but I guess they did, because they have a lot of like edge rushers, defensive linemen that can play with some linebacker capabilities, but Jack Kaiser is huge for them. So now they got Travis Hunter, Caleb Ransaw, Wyatt Millum, Bashal Tutton, which was just picked, and Jack Kaiser. So they've also been doing some great picks. And speaking of picks, Raiders are back in, and honestly, do they get Shedeur Sanders now? Do they pass on him for like the 5th time? Because we got Ashton Genty, Jack Besh, Darian Porter, Caleb Rogers. Now I think they need to go Shedeur. Oh, and they got Charles Grant too. That's right. So that was, yeah. Oh, that was the pick that we traded. That they got Charles Grant from William and Mary, offensive tackle. They have 6 picks remaining. You know what? They should just take a shot on Shedeur right now. If I were them, I would take a shot on Shedeur. I would. I really, really would. I really, really would. All right.
Down there, but I think he went from a guy you were talking about, I think a 6th, 7th round pick to top. When you were having conversations over the last month, he was in the mix as one of those guys to keep an eye on with Jack Tyler.
It's Jack Tyson going to Jacksonville. The Raiders will make the next selection.
All right. Let's see who they go with here. Let's see who they go with here, man. Mexico City. They're making this pick from Mexico City.
Hi everyone, I'm Stella Sanchez from Mexico City, and with the pick 108 in the 2025 NFL Draft, Las Vegas Raiders select Joseph Thornton, wide receiver from Tennessee. ¡Viva los Raiders!
Wow. And they're passing on Shedeur Sanders yet again. The streak just continues to roll and roll and roll.
This is a
Man.
classic Raiders pick. The late great Al Davis would have been all over this young man. 6'4.5", 205 pounds, 4.33 in the 40, and you just see it. It looks Randy Moss-like as far as the way he accelerates and then those long legs on line. He's a classic outside
Man.
guy. Didn't run a
Can't believe it's Cam Scatterby, though.
Tennessee had a very limited route tree anyway, but you know what? They just told him this. Line up and go. Just run by him and then use that brain to track the ball.
Man.
And make big plays.
Dante Thornton Jr., wide receiver, had 25.4 yards per reception. You know what? That's great, Raiders. So you're going to have Geno Smith as your quarterback, throwing it to Dante Thornton Jr. All right. Bears are on the clock now.
Bring up this dynamic. Traits versus production, right? Just 65 career catches for Dante Thornton, 26 this past season. RG, you mentioned over 25 yards per catch. If you look at just qualified players, no one had more than his average yards per catch last season. 4.30 speed. Now let's take a look at the Raiders' work in rounds 3 and 4 so far. Darian Porter, Charles Grant, Dante Thornton Jr. I'm not sure if those guys are ready to line up and play tomorrow. If we had a game here or in Las Vegas, but in time, all three of those guys have a lot of upside.
See, Thornton and Best really complement one another. That's a smart team building right there by Don Spytek, the general manager. They needed juice on the perimeter. They need some people for Geno to throw the football to. And now you got
Give me a second, just have to.
that offensive line. All of a sudden, the Raiders just kind of sitting up and going, okay, what do you got going here?
High upside players. A developmental left tackle in Charles Grant. A guy that needs some time. We talked about it, Lou, yesterday. Charles Grant was a late developing player. He played high school football, late in his high school career. A wrestler who was
All right, man.
40 pounds early on.
The Bill. Wait, did they just trade the pick? I wasn't even looking.
Early round draft pick.
The Bears traded their pick to the Bills.
Talent with Charles Grant indicates he could be, this 3 years, maybe a starting left tackle with the Raiders.
Forgot. There are no viewers right now because I forgot to post something.
The high school coach said to him, hey, you know, if you can do that, again, you can start in our football.
I forgot to post the story on my personal. I could have also posted on No Stop Podcast, the No Stop Pod account, but I didn't. But the Bills pick is in. I missed that. I missed that because I was looking at my phone to put the story up on Instagram. The Bills pick is in. Let's see who they select.
The Chicago Bears have traded the 109th pick to the Buffalo Bills. With the 109th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Deon Walker, defensive tackle, Kentucky.
Ooh.
Welcome to the family.
Okay.
The 40th player taken from the SEC. Their first pick was
Jeez.
from Kentucky.
40th?
Fast guy, now a great big fella.
6'7" and 3/8. No, okay, no, I gotta stop. He's 6'7" and 3/8, 2024 third team All SEC. Buffalo, I mean, Buffalo. I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess they needed the defensive tackle, but I mean, it's a good pickup. Two team two-time team captain. But 2023 was like really the last time he played. 62 tackles, 11.5 tackles for the last 7.5 sacks. I mean, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see that. Still great, and Shedeur Sanders is still on the board. And the Jets are on the clock. The Jets are on the clock. Maxwell Hairston, T.J. Sanders, Landon Jackson, and then Dion Walker. So solid. Oh, they have 2 defensive tackles, I just realized. You know what? Why not? Get 2 defensive tackles. See, that's why I was like, they don't really need it. But they did. Ladies and gentlemen, have got mentioned. Hold up. Yeah. Man. Man. The pick is in for the Jets. Let's hope they don't like do what happened with the Jaguars. No, it wasn't the Jaguars. I'm losing my mind. It wasn't the Jaguars. It was the team before them. I'm losing my mind. Anyways, there was a pick that was... Oh, it was the Patriots. Where they selected it during a commercial. Let's hope that doesn't happen for the Jets. Man. Huge pickup, though. Still not going to get over it. Cam Scatterboo, you are a New York football giant. I can't believe that teams actually sort of passed up on you, man. But you know what? I'm actually kind of glad nobody picked him up, because if you get picked up earlier in the draft, there's going to be more pressure on you as a player. So, got picked later, 4th round. So, it's a great pickup, though, man. The Giants just keep on that dartboard. Literally dart. They got dart on the dartboard, but Joe Schoen throwing darts and hitting the bullseye every time in this draft. It feels like. Now, we still have a few months until, well, still OTAs are going to be starting relatively soon. Sort of already started happening, but again, there's always that chance that, Abdul Carter could be a bust, but right now, A+ draft. Gotta believe in that, man. Gotta believe in it. This Giants team is getting back to hard-nosed, great defense. And offense, too. Insane. So for Mel, the Jets need a tight end and a wide receiver. Did they just, skip over that? Okay, whatever. They just skipped over a commercial. And I was just trying to see what Mel Kiper said they need. They need a wide receiver and tight end, according to him. But also, according to him, Shedeur Sanders is the top prospect still available. And yeah, he's still not drafted. Mel Kiper, you are certified, but not playing. He's just he's not in his prime anymore, I would say. Bro, nobody's here. Sorry, I'm putting this on my Snap. Sending it to our other host, Declan Waters. But yeah, no, we'll keep on. We're gonna keep on riding, man. We're gonna keep on riding. I don't care if there's nobody in this stream. I really don't. So they're going over the best round 4 and before that, I guess, choices. The Jets pick is in. Jets pick is in. This is for the Jets fans who view this channel, because there are a few, I should say. Arian Smith, wide receiver out of Georgia. They didn't really make the announcement because ESPN's being a little bit slow right now, but Arian Smith, you are a New York Jet. I mean, he has playoff experience, I guess, because of Georgia, but I mean, he's solid, though. He's solid. You see the stats. Solid. Had 3 games with 100+ receiving yards, first in 4 seasons this past year. So he can light it up on the field. So, I mean, and also ran a 4.36 40-yard dash. So the Jets get somebody who they can, I guess, use in the RPO game, play action, maybe jet sweep. It depends on how Justin Fields and the Jets decide to run their offense. Got Armand Membao, Mason Taylor, Azariah Thomas, I totally screwed up that, and Arian Smith. And now the Eagles selection is in, and they are getting Ty Robinson, defensive tackle out of Nebraska. Nebraska defensive tackle Ty Robinson to the Eagles. 2024 third team All Big Ten. And speaking of teams getting better defensively, I mean, the Eagles are just the Eagles now at this point, so they're just going to continue to get better. Last year, 48 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, and 7 sacks. He's only going to get better. And that's the one thing that people don't understand, is that some of these stats that you see, oh, it's so bad, blah, 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 blah. They're so bad, whatever. They're only going to get better. They're only going to get better, and he ran a 4.83 as a defensive tackle most, and 28 reps on a bench press. Hello? Did the Eagles just find a gem in this 4th round? I mean, I hope not, because that's just another nightmare for the Giants to face in the playoffs and in the regular season, because they're probably not going to make the playoffs. You never know, though, as the Saints are back on the clock. But they don't need a quarterback anymore because they decided to take Tyler Shock. Still don't get that pickup, but you never know. If he's going to be good, he's just going to have a shorter career. But Saints pick is in. Saints pick is in. Saints pick is in, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, they've been all defense. Jahad Campbell, linebacker, Andrew Makuba, and Ty Robinson. Those are their 3 picks this year so far. So they're just stacking up on defense, and you gotta love it. If you're an Eagles fan, but if you're a Giants fan, you hate it. And if you're any NFC team, you're gonna hate it. But the Eagles are just trying to get back to the Super Bowl to win it. And defense wins championships, so you love to see it if you are an Eagles fan. But yes, pick is in. Tight end Juwan Johnson, 548 receiving yards. He led the team last year. Yes, the Saints needed pretty much a lot. I mean, they don't really need a quarterback anymore, Mel, but they do need a cornerback, wide receiver, guard, and edge. So let's see who they go with. A guy who's still up on that board is Jack Sawyer, who's been before Abdul Carter decided to shoot out of nowhere. He was probably the best edge rusher in college football, Jack Sawyer. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints take him here, but at the same time, they need a shit ton of more players. They really do. So we'll see. We shall see. Because they got Kelvin Banks Jr., and then they got Tyler Shock. So they got an offensive tackle quarterback. They got Vernon Broughton, and then they got Jonas Sanker. Jonas Sanker. I thought that was a B. Oh my god. But they also have 5 picks remaining in this draft. Let's just see. Who they go with here? Oh, from Paris.
Bonjour, I'm Eliza, the scientist, global flag football ambassador for the NFL, coming to you live from Paris, France, with the 112th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Danny Stutzman, linebacker, Oklahoma.
Ooh, Danny Stutzman, linebacker out of Oklahoma. I don't know, man. I mean, no, he was nation's best linebacker in 2024, but I mean, it's kind of an interesting pick, but it's not like the worst pick of all time. Obviously, like you just heard me say. He was the league's best linebacker, 2024 consensus All-American this past year, and he was the league's best linebacker this year. So, Saints are just going to have to keep developing him, and despite Oklahoma being pretty bad, I mean, he was probably the only bright spot for them this year. So, oh, he was a finalist. I thought he won it. My fault. He was a Butkus Award finalist for the league's best, for the nation's best linebacker. But still, I mean, he had 106 tackles, so I have to say, Danny Stutzman, shoot, I'm trying to think of a pro comp for him. Well, I mean, I've seen some of his film, just watching some Oklahoma games this past year, and kind of reminds me of Micah McFadden, I'm not going to lie. He kind of reminds me of Micah McFadden. Now, I'm not saying that because of, like, white boy, but I just look at the way he plays. He looks like a little bit like Micah McFadden, so that's who I'm going to say. Peter, your Niners pick is in. I don't know if you're in the stream, but pick is in for your 49ers. Now, there's still so many people on there, yo. Shedeur Sanders, 49er, imagine. No. Mexico. Back to Mexico, Monterrey, Mexico.
And with the 113th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select C.J. West, defensive tackle, Indiana.
C.J. West, defensive tackle out of Indiana, is the pick for the Niners. There are a lot of defensive guys going off on the board now in this 4th round. You gotta love it, though. 6'1", 1/8", 316 pounds. Coming from Kent State transfer, 42 tackles, 8.5 tackles for loss and 3 takeaways. I mean, at this point, for a lot of teams like the Niners, I mean, this could be considered a depth piece, but I mean, he could start, too. I mean, the 49ers have kind of, for lack of better words, slipped ever since getting to the Super Bowl. Like, they were non-existent last year. I hope it doesn't get too much worse, because then Niners fans are going to not be happy at all, I would say. Panthers are now on the clock. Do they pick Shedeur Sanders? At this point, we're just hate watching. How many picks until Shedeur Sanders gets drafted? We're at pick 114. 114. Shedeur Sanders is still not off the board. Well, we got Alfred Collins and C.J. West. That's right. Yeah. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Let's see who gets drafted, but it looks like the Niners are really going for depth. If you have Alfred Collins and I'm forgetting his name now. Holy shit. I'm forgetting his name. Forgetting his name on stream. C.J. West. C.J. West, thank you. Brain fart. C.J. West. If you have Alfred Collins and C.J. West, two solid defensive tackles, Alfred Collins being probably the best in the draft. I mean, the Niners are basically trying to go a little bit more youth movement here, so gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. Yeah, see, Panthers gotta do some shit in this draft. They have one of the longest playoff droughts. I mean, it would have been the Giants. It would have been the Giants, man. But, 2022, that one-year wonder year, was a confidence bringer and a confidence killer. So, okay. Can't believe Shedeur Sanders is still there. Man. Oh my goodness. Alec Ayumino is still up there, too. Jack Sawyer is still up there. Baron Sorrell. Or is it Sorrell? Still up there. So, there are still a lot of players up there that could easily go before Shedeur Sanders. Panthers pick is in. Take a minute. They got Ted McMillan, Nick Scorton, and then Princely Uman Mielin, edge rusher out of Ole Miss. They have 5 more picks remaining, I guess including this pick? And their selection is being selected during an Old Spice commercial. And their selection is Trevor Etienne. Travis Etienne's brother, running back out of Georgia. I mean, he's kind of been a little underwhelming, I gotta say. That's just because Georgia's Georgia, but 609 rush yards. I mean, he had 9 rush touchdowns, but it's just that, at Florida, he had 1,472 rush yards and 14 touchdowns, so, I mean, that was over 2 seasons, but, I feel like there could have been a better running back on there, like Ollie Gordon, and then rather went Trevor Etienne. So, I mean, that could come and bite them back in the ass. But, you never know. Arizona Cardinals pick is already in, too. So, so insane. Who do the Cardinals go with though? They got Walter Nolan, Will Johnson, and Jordan Birch. So who do they go here? I think they should go wide receiver, possibly. We'll see. I mean, Trevor Etienne could possibly be a solid running back for the Panthers, but it's just that I feel like there were better selections out there for it, but it's been selected. Cardinals selection right now.
This is linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals, and we live here from Sonora, Mexico, at Fernando Valenzuela Stadium, home of the Nottingham Dijon City.
Hello, I'm Juan Castro, manager of Naranjeros de Hermosillo, and we are honored to announce the newest member of the Arizona Cardinals. With the 115th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Arizona...
Oh my goodness! Yo. Who was it? My TV cut out. No. Cody Simon, linebacker out of Ohio State. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no. Really great pick there. He had 136 tackles from 2020 to 2023 and 112 this year. 3 sacks in 2020 to 23 and 7. He just continues to get better. 3rd team All Big Ten for Cody Simon. And it's only going to get better. He's almost 6'2", 6'1", 7'8", 229 pounds. So, again, A lot of these guys could be blue chip prospects. You never know. They could. I mean, they don't. Like I keep saying, they're gonna just continue to get better. They're gonna continue to get better. So, and that's what the draft is for. I mean, if it doesn't work out, it's 115th pick. You can always just say adios to him in a year or two. But the Cardinals are just trying to build up the youth and whatnot. As the Dolphins are on the clock. Do the Dolphins with 47 seconds to go? Oh, they're trading their pick. Miami Dolphins are trading their pick to the Houston Texans. Bro, Houston is on the clock again. Houston has been in all of the trades, it feels like, this draft. So they got 29 seconds to make their pick. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at that. They're literally all going defense, the Cardinals. Walter Nolan, Will Johnson, Jordan Birch, and Cody Simon. So they just went all defense in this draft. Because it looks like they saw the need for defense. Their offense is still pretty solid. But their defense, I mean, they just needed to do it. And the pick is in with 1 second remaining. Jeez. Texans spent a lot of time on this pick. Does Shedeur... Okay. At this point, Shedeur Sanders may be falling to the 5th round or later. They still have 6 picks. The Texans, man. Yo, the Texans are just going to run the league for like the whole year? Is that what's going to happen? They got really good guys in free agency and coach hirings. But then they also lost a lot of guys, but they're making up for it in this draft. In leaps and bounds and all of that stuff. They have really been hammering in on this draft. But, see, and they're deep, man. Texans are really trying to be a contender. Trying to be contenders. They should go offensive line here. According to Mel, saying wide receiver OT and OG. An offensive guard. So... Pick is in. Been live for about 37 minutes now. Yeah. It really should be BPA now. BPA. For the rest of the draft. Unless you're like the Giants, who need offensive linemen. I would say. Just build up the offensive line. But again, the Texans, man, just traded up again. It all started with us. It all started with the New York Football Giants.
I think everything's on the table here with you. By the way, whoever it is, they must really love this player because they just sent Miami their 2026 third-round pick. You're trading future draft.
Whoa. So Miami? Did it say Miami traded away their 2026 or Texans? I think it was the Texans. Wow. Yeah, see, you sacked 52 times. They need to get offensive line help if they haven't already. But yet they were still really good. Their defense was really good. 59% completion allowed. That's the lowest percentage in the draft in the league last year. Yeah. My neck is killing me.
Who you feel as though has the kind of traits that can contribute right now. Otherwise, you would just kind of sit back and just read out the board. But there's someone who they have their eye on for sure, and they feel like, hey, look, this is a steal right here. Let's go up and get him. Be interesting to see who it is.
The Texans about to make this selection. C.J. Stroud had a sensational rookie season. They had some protection issues next time around. Cheeseheads out in full force. It's been a good 3 days, man. In Green Bay, it's a beautiful day out here today.
Mel, did you see what you created? You went from a ballroom and hearing a couple names. Now you got people out here dancing with cheese heads on their head. All because you had a vision. Well, a vision back in the
Oh my goodness. Now, the Texans selection, their pick is in. Back in Mexico.
And so let's do it. with a 160 pick in 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Woody Marks in the position running back from UCS.
Ooh. Woody Marks, running back out of USC.
He loved the movie Toy Story, and who doesn't? And for 7 straight Halloweens, he dressed up as Woody from Toy Story. Hence the name. And he was.
I mean, I feel like they needed offensive linemen like the Giants do, but I mean, they go with Woody Marks, but still don't get it. They were still. Did Ollie Gordon get drafted? I'm losing my mind. I don't think he did. But like, that would have been a better player, man. Let me just check. I don't think he did, though. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Oh, Indianapolis traded their pick to the Rams, and now the Rams are on the clock. Rams, Fordham Prep. Let's go. No. He was. He was drafted in the second round by the Vikings. Oh God.
Back in his second season at Mississippi State, though, 83 catches as a running back. That is unheard of at the college. And he got scorched through. He's very patient. He's got that first and 4 of their 5 picks offensive.
I'm actually like terrible.
That
apparently got drafted. All right, Jarquez Hunter. I may have butchered that, but that's the Rams pick. Some plus rush touchdowns in each of the last 3 seasons. So now running backs are just dropping. He actually get drafted though. Jarquez. My fault. I said Jarquez. It's Jarquez. My bad. Did he actually get drafted though? I thought he was still on the board.
Back in 2021, he had a 94-yard rush. That was the longest in Auburn history. He twice earned all SEC accolades. 4.44 speed, but really, this is the guy when you got a short yardage situation.
Oh, can I just look him up here? Ollie Gordon. What are is he still like not drafted? Because I thought I just looked at it and said he was. I wasn't sure. I think that's Falcons selection.
Billy Bowman, defensive back, Oklahoma.
Billy Bowman Jr., Oklahoma safety. Nah, they should have went sooner though. But I mean, I guess this is as sooner as it gets. Oh,
he needs to clean up. Look, he had 15 missed tackles this year. That's the issue. He is everywhere all the time. Great key and diagnose, great range. He's going to pursue the football. He's adept at playing.
Hey, it's Andrew's birthday today. Yes, sir. You love to see it.
It's just tackling. That's it. Big backs, you got to find a way to get him down. I don't know how he corrects that because I don't know how much bigger he's going to get. Right. But that's the thing. For the past 3 years, reached 11 interceptions for Billy Bowman. Back in 2023, he led the FBS with 3 pick sixes. When he gets the football in his hands, he's got one thing on his mind: touchdown. He's going to have to do some work, though, and catch up in championships. Deontay's Jaden Coleman won 4.
Bengals pick is in. I may get off of this live. I mean, like, what's the point? I may just do like shorts for reactions for the Giants. That's what I did last night for Darius Alexander. So yeah. Just that I thought there would be more views for this, but it's whatever. You know, nah, I'm gonna stay live. I'm gonna stay live. And the selection for the Bengals is during a Capital One commercial. PayPal. Sorry. PayPal. Their selection. Did it freeze? Their selection is Barrett Carter, linebacker, Clemson. So clearly the theme is continuing. A lot of defensive players going in this draft, this round. But yeah, Cam, Scatterboo. Oh my goodness, that honestly makes me so hyped. I just keep looking at my phone. All it is Cam Scatterboo, Cam Scatterboo, Cam Scatterboo, Cam Scatterboo. Man. Whew. And I sort of called it. I mean, I didn't have him in my mock draft, but I sort of called it. Cam Scatterboo. The Titans pick is in. They should go Marcus Mbao. Or maybe Jalen Royals. I would say offensive lineman or guard or receiver. Or tight end or something. Jeez, it's incredible, man.
Experience peace of mind for a lifetime with King Quality.
Bro, what is going on? You know what? We are gonna see if that game is started. It has. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split screen this. And we're also gonna be doing some stuff for NBA. Oh, it hasn't even started yet. Still is a commercial. You know, I'm gonna stay live. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Probably. We'll see. And what did I say? The Tennessee Titans select tight end Gunnar Helm out of Texas. Hook 'em horns. Hook 'em! Hook 'em horns. Man. That's what I'm talking about. What did I said either want to go wide receiver, tight end, or offensive lineman. And they went tight end. That's why you gotta listen to me. Gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me. I may just be a teenager, but you gotta listen to me.
Peter, great insight, great connection there with Les Snead, too. I'd forgotten about that the connection with Auburn and Jarquez Hunter, somebody that we have loved watching in college football over the last few years. Pick 121 belongs to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First round pick is Mecca Ibuka out of Ohio State. They got Benjamin Morris, a corner from Notre Dame. Now we'll find out what the Bucs do next as we go to Germany for the selection.
Hello from Düsseldorf, the second Buccaneers embassy in Germany. It's time to welcome the newest member of the crew. With the 121st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select David Walker, linebacker, Central Atlanta.
David Walker, edge rusher out of Central Arkansas. Was the pick for the Bucs.
Going into day 3, David Walker, you're doing it at the Division II level, Southern Arkansas, you go to Central Arkansas, and you dominate there. He's 6'1", 263 pounds. has incredible upper body strength, and he plays hard. He is a handful to block. We say, boy, did it against the AOGs, right? Another occupation guy at a low level of competition. Well, Senior Bowl week feels, how do you fit in?
Dominant. And by the way, during the game itself, he might have been the best player on the field. I would just say this, it's hard to lead your conference in sacks and tackles for loss in one season. How about doing it for 4 straight
Well,
years? Yeah, I get it. Again, lower level competition. But this guy,
if anything happens, we'll just have some updates for you guys. I'm gonna sign off now just because. Yeah. Alright, peace out.